and welcome to our English video for today. So today we are going to need your musical instrument that you have made in DT yesterday or the day before. Now if you haven't made your instrument yet, I would stop this video and look back at the planning and find what you need to do for DT to make a musical instrument, and then come back to this video once you have got it. Right, so everyone should have their musical instrument. Here is mine. So I made mine from a chocolate tub, some heroes that I had for Christmas. And on the top, I decorated it with a piece of wrapping paper that I just turned over and then decorated the plain side. And inside, I have filled it with sweet wrappers. And that's why my instrument is a shaker. Hopefully you can hear the noise that it makes. The lid's on. So this week we are going to write some instructions about how to make your musical instrument. So somebody else could make an instrument just like yours. Okay, let's get started. So this is what your sheet looks like for today. You can print it if you want to, or you can just write the things that are on this sheet on a piece of paper. It really doesn't matter. So we are planning how to make our musical instrument. So tomorrow we will be writing some instructions, but today we are just planning. So the first thing you need to do is think of a title. When we write instructions, a title usually starts with how to do something, and these instructions are how to make. So we can write how to make a musical instrument. And if you want to be more specific, if you want to write the type of musical instrument, if you want to write how to make a shaker or how to make a drum, then that is absolutely fine. Now, the most important thing about a title is that in a title we have capital letters for the main words. We don't need a capital letter for the short words, but for the main words we need a capital letter. Okay, so that's the first job. If you pause the video and you can write your title now. So the next part is the introduction. So in an introduction, it's a good idea to write a question, because it means the person reading your writing answers that question in their head and then they want to carry on reading. So I'm going to start mine with, have you been eating lots of chocolate? With a question mark at the end. And as we all know, a really good way to end an introduction is to say, read on to find out more. So I'm just going to write read on, and just put a ... to help me remember that I will write that when I do my writing tomorrow. So pause the video and write some notes for your introduction now. Moving on to the equipment, this is where you think about all of the things that you have used to make your musical instrument. So I had a chocolate box. In fact, I could add an adjective in here. It was a plastic chocolate box. I had chocolate wrappers, and I used some wrapping paper and some glue. And some scissors. So pause the video and write your list of equipment now. Okay, so these numbered boxes are for you to think of each stage of your instructions. Think about what you did to make your instrument. And in each box, you need to draw just a little picture of what you did at each stage. Okay, I'm not going to draw pictures because I don't think I'll be able to do a very good job with my mouse on the computer, but you will be able to draw fantastic pictures just with a pencil. They don't need lots of detail, just to remind you of every step of how you made your instrument. Okay, so pause the video and do that now. Okay, so the next thing to do is just think of some words that are going to help you when you write your instructions tomorrow. So we have imperative verbs, which are bossy verbs. They're the verb that tell you exactly what to do. And then we can add an adverb, which we learnt about yesterday, and they tell you how you're going to do it. The first thing I did was to cut a piece of wrapping paper the same size as the lid of my box. So my imperative verb, if I'm telling somebody what to do, I am going to say cut. Okay, that's my instruction. And how am I going to cut? Well, I think carefully. You always have to be careful when you are cutting, so carefully is a great adverb to use there. The next thing I did was to decorate that piece of wrapping paper. So decorate is my next imperative verb. And the adverb I'm going to use is beautifully. Now we can spell beautiful because it is a year 2 word. B-E-A-U. Beautiful. If I'm going to change it to beautifully, I just need to add my ly suffix on the end. So I'm going to decorate my wrapping paper beautifully. The next thing I did was I glued the piece of wrapping paper onto the top of the box. So my imperative verb, my bossy verb, is glue, or you could say stick. And my adverb is going to be securely, because we don't want it to fall off. The next thing I did was I filled my tub with sweet wrappers. So my imperative verb is fill. That's telling me what to do. Fill the tub. And finally, I placed the lid back on the box. So place is my imperative verb. And my adverb is tightly, because I don't want it to fall off. So that is the end of our English video today. You have now got some time to fill in your imperative verbs and your adverbs for your musical instrument. Okay, so think about what you did when you made your instrument. Think about every single step that you took. You might need more than 5 boxes, and if that's the case, just carry on another piece of paper, Or if your musical instrument was quite easy to make, you might only need 3, and that is also fine. You will need to keep these sheets ready for tomorrow when we will be writing our instructions. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow helping you to use this plan. In the meantime, have a lovely rest of the day.